Hi team, how are you all doing this afternoon? Good? That's good to hear. I'm conducting this session because I feel that it is important we talk about our improvement methods and how we need to consistently be on top of our game. As you know, here at LED Lighting Australia, we're always striving to be the best in our industry and to continuously improve our methods and our products for our customers. To do this, we need to consistently be updating and improving all our procedures. All of you are aware we do this all the time, but some of you aren't aware of the official steps our organisation takes to continuously improve ideas. There are officially 6 steps that guarantee the idea is implemented correctly. Please get your notepads out and write these down. The 6 steps are called the process for continuous improvements. And these 6 steps are: step 1, idea. An idea is a thought to improve a current process. Number 2, business case. A business case is developed to analyze the idea to see if it's the right direction to head. A business case includes the estimated costs of the idea that is going to be implemented, what the estimated return will be, and what are some of the risks. Number 3 is decision. This is the decision stage where you sit down with some of the company stakeholders who will be affected by the idea, much like we're doing today, and ask them what they think about the idea. Explain to them the business case and ask them if we want to proceed with the idea, and everyone should say yes. If the idea gets a yes from all the stakeholders, then it is time to proceed. Once everyone has said yes, it's time to go on to number 4, which is the planning stage. The planning stage is where you map out everything you need to do to bring this idea to life. You need to go into the resources you need to spend on this, the people who will be completing the tasks, and their time frames. And then the next after planning stage, after you've sorted all that out, is the mission control. The mission control stage is where you once again gather all your stakeholders and ask them to approve the implementation of the idea. If everyone is happy with what they've heard, what they've seen through the other 4 stages, and everyone agrees and says yes, then you can go ahead with the implementation of the idea. And then the last but not least is review. The reviewing stage, it entails you to review your idea and see if the outcome that you've achieved is correct and what you could do better next time. These are exactly the steps we used to recently implement the new Simpro system a couple of weeks ago, which was, we'll just quickly go through and list the 6 stages that we took with the Simpro, so you know, can kind of see how it is, what happened in real life, how we use these. So step 1 was the idea, which was the implement Simpro Enterprise into business to use instead of MyOp. Step 2 was the business case, and this is where we worked out all the costs. This stage was extremely important as we calculated what the exact costs and how much it will save the business, and not just money but also in productivity, because as you know, Simpro is a lot faster and it saves a lot of time and everything. And this especially helped us to achieve the business's vision and mission, and achieve the business plan too. Some of the monthly costs of Simpro that we quickly calculated was 218. That's how much it is monthly installments times 12, so 2,600. And then we went through how much it costs to set up and how much to have the staff member to come and train for 3 days, and all the IT technician hire and all those extra costs that we calculated. It was a yearly total of $5,216 per year. And then we went on to calculate the revenue, which was the cost saving, how much we saved for how much the book is going to save, like the bookkeeper per hour, which is twice a week. It's going to say 3 hours times $50 times 2 days a week, which we estimated 300 weekly savings, and that's 15,600 yearly in costs. And then the risk that we kind of just said was the main risk is in implementing this system is whether it will truly replace MyOb, as Simpro doesn't produce all the financial statements. And then we were, as you know, I sent all of you an email, which went and just gave you a bit of what I just said previously and a bit of an outline of Simpro and what it does. And I asked all of you to say yes if you'd like to hear more about it, for me to go on and kind of just get onto the planning stage, which I got a yes from everyone. And then I sent, so then step number 4 was me planning and scheduling every tasks that needed to be completed to implement this idea. And then I handed each of you the specific tasks, which you all would have known. So such as like complete all transactions and put them into MyOb. That was Paola's job, and that was due by the 14th of June. And there was the purchase Simpro Enterprise System, which was done by Mark, and that was due by the 1st of June, and so on and so on. Just nitty gritty, everything what it takes to get the Simpro system implemented. I broke that down and gave it to everyone. And then step number 5 was the all-important review, which took place exactly 3 months after the new system was implemented. And some of the adjustments that are needed that we worked out for next time was the initial cost was more than expected. This was due to a few factors, as it needed to be tweaked for our particular online store. Then that cost a bit more extra. And then a few staff members took longer than expected to understand the software, so the IT expert had to come in for another day, 2 weeks after the setup, and that cost a bit more than we expected, but that's fine. This stuff always happens. Costs are always underestimated and revenues always overestimated. And then comment on the returns. Yes, even though the initial cost was underestimated, it took a longer time for employees to understand and operate the new system. We have seen a small return of revenue within the last month. Productivity of employees has increased as most of the system is automated and they can spend time working on other tasks. The bookkeeper is spending 3 hours already less time per week, therefore increasing our savings. So that was a bit of the revenue review side. And that's basically how the 6 steps come into process here at LED Lighting Australia. So does anyone have any other questions that they would like to ask me? No? Everyone understands? That's great, that's good. That's fine. So I hope everyone kind of just got a bit more information about our continuously improvements methods. And if you do have any questions, just feel free to call me or send me an email or come up and talk to me in my office. I'm always here. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.